Ayan, kumusta mga idol? Ito nga yung ating material na masalisi at para nga sa ating video ngayon, ipapakita ko nga sa inyo kung paano ako maglagay ng moss sa ating bonsai. At dito nga meron tayong isang maestro, isa nga siyang kano guys, at meron nga siyang kunting ikukwento sa inyo about sa paglalagay ng moss sa ating bonsai.
Moss is often added to bonsai pots to improve water retention by preventing rapid evaporation from the soil surface, acting as a protective layer against temperature extremes, minimizing soil erosion, and enhancing the aesthetic appeal by creating a more natural look, especially when mimicking a woodland environment, essentially providing a beneficial microclimate for the bonsai tree. Key benefits of using moss on bonsai. Moisture retention. Moss readily absorbs and holds moisture, preventing the top layer of soil from drying out quickly, especially in dry climates. Temperature regulation. Moss can act as a natural insulator, protecting the roots from extreme heat or cold. Soil stability. The dense growth of moss helps prevent soil erosion caused by wind and rain. Aesthetic appeal. A carpet of moss on the pot surface enhances the visual appeal of the bonsai, creating a more natural appearance. Apart from the aesthetic aspect of growing moss on a bonsai, a very practical aspect is that it protects the soil from dehydration and from birds trying to dig through the soil looking for insects. Let's start with the good uses for moss on bonsai. Water retention in arid areas. Trees will need all the help they can get when it comes to hanging on to moisture. Most professionals and enthusiasts use a very open mix of akadama, pumice and lava rock or something similar. The soils drain exceptionally well but are also more aerated, meaning they can dry quicker. So in this case, having a layer of moss on the surface actually helps slow the evaporation. Extra root growth. Roots don't like overexposure to air and light, which is in abundance at the surface layer of your mix. We do try to reduce this with a finer particle layer on top, but it's not a magic bullet. Having a layer of moss on the surface both reduces the amount of air and light at the surface, meaning roots will be more likely to grow all the way up to the top of the soil surface and occupy more soil mass within the pot. Water filtration. Moss is good at filtering harmful chemicals and minerals out of your town water. Minerals aren't bad for a tree in small amounts, but we all know the towns go overboard on what's in the water to protect the pipes underground. You only have to smell the water and taste it to know it's very mineral rich. Aesthetics. This is the main reason most people moss the surface of their pot. It just looks good, especially if you can grow moss properly by propagating it yourself and growing it on the soil surface. It can look soft and vibrant and makes your tree look like it's in a landscape. Some people only moss their trees for shows just to get this aesthetic appeal and then later remove the moss to avoid some of the pitfalls.
So yun guys, sana na-gets nyo yung gustong iparating ng ating maestrong kano patungkol nga sa paglalagay ng moss sa ating bonsai.